Just like the title suggests, I'm going to break down an incredibly simple trading strategy. Going to be coming off the 15-minute chart on ES, utilizing a couple volume tools, but this is going to be super simple. This does not have to be as difficult as so many traders make it out to be. Trading is not easy, but it doesn't have to be overly complicated. Let's go ahead and break this down. We'll hop right on the charts. Before we get going, guys, I'm not going to show you payouts or make any crazy claims. You can go ahead and find this stuff out for yourself because I trade live right here almost every day on YouTube, 100% free. This is my YouTube, ton of tutorials, ton of videos like this. If you want to subscribe, awesome. I appreciate it. You don't have to do anything, but I trade live here on YouTube almost every dang day, usually 9:30 a.m. Along with that, I run a 100% free trading Discord. You guys can hop in here, get my information, analysis, ask me questions, all this fun stuff. And lastly, if you want to check out Top 1 Futures, the accounts that I trade with, straight to funded, no evaluation, no challenge, this is the link. I'll throw it on the site right now. Code RDF gets you into these accounts for 50% off up until the end of this month. You guys have any questions, feel free to drop them below this video. So let's go ahead and get started. We are here on ES. This is the 15-minute chart. We're going to use one time frame for this super simple, incredibly simple strategy. The only other things I have on the chart outside of price itself and some cool colors, I have VWAP, volume weighted average price. You can go right into the indicators tab, type in VWAP, VWAP. Along with that, I have visible range volume profile. Same place to find that. Visible range volume profile right here in the indicators tab. I will show you the settings for visible range volume profile because some of them are custom. Row size is set to 200. Width is set to 25, just brings it over a little bit. And then here is my color scheme on this bad boy. I'll click through it real quick. You can pause the video if you want to set yours up exactly the way that mine is. I get asked about this one all the time, so I don't mind. Oh, don't have that one set. And that's the point of control. So let's go ahead and throw TradingView in replay mode, and I'll start to explain this as we're backtesting it just to make this quick and simple. We're going to hit random bar here, and we're going to backtest this thing together very simply. So let's go ahead and start playing the chart forward. So we're going to, first off, we're going to backtest this for NYSE session. So TradingView added this nice cool feature where this is everything besides regular trading hours, and this is regular trading hours NYSE session. You can see the chart starts here at 9:30 a.m. looking down here on the bottom of the screen. So let's go ahead and play this bad boy forward, get towards 9:30, and I will explain what we are looking to do here. All right, there we go. Coming into 9:30, perfect. So let me just go ahead and flip back and forth on time frames. Okay, awesome. So we got the volume profile reset. It was doing something a little funky there. So here's what we're going to do. Here's the thesis. We're going to utilize price action, right? Candlesticks himself, volume by way of the visible range volume profile and the VWAP to either take a buy or a sell during 15-minute candle closures. Here's our thesis. We think, because we're going to keep it superly simple, price is likely to return to areas of high volume on the profile, right? Along with that, we think that price is likely to continue in the direction of large bullish or bearish 15-minute bars. How we're going to trade this is we're going to pay attention to where price is relative to VWAP, which is our volume-weighted average price, gives us some direction. Whether or not we're trending to the upside or downside, as we're zoomed out on the 15-minute chart, very simply, right? We think this is going, if you say up, I don't know that this is the video for you, but we think this is trending down, right? We're looking at a nice clean slope to the downside. And if we get a close to the upside or downside on the 15-minute chart, a 15-minute closure, we're going to likely take it in that direction to or from an area of high volume, right? Maybe a high volume area like this. So let's go ahead and let this start to open up. So far, we don't really have a clear direction, right? We retested VWAP here. We are trending to the downside. We have kind of choppy volume down here, but this is a pretty important area to look at right here. If we get a nice bullish close, we're going to take a buy towards this level. And how are we going to structure the trade? We're going to go stop loss below the bar that we are entering on, below the 15-minute bar that we are entering on. And we're going to target the next area of high volume. Okay, we're getting some bearish closures here. We didn't get a strong bar to the downside. Okay, we're kind of chopping here around the bottom. We did sell off a bit at the open, but we didn't get anything really strong. We were trending to the downside. Okay, now we're starting to form some structure to the upside. So if this can reset for me, let's see. Nice. If this can reset for me, we might look for a long back up to this area of high volume. We can see where we are looking here. So let's see. Can we get another nice big bullish bar maybe? Nope, we got a bearish one. Okay, so we're going to go the other way with this one, guys. We waited maybe for a buy. We're holding below VWAP. We got a nice bearish close, right? A bar that's larger than all of the other bars, and we're breaking out of this area of high volume. We're going to go ahead and sell this market short. And let's say we're going to put on, just to keep things consistent, about $1,000 risk per trade, or right around that, just enough so we can have our stop loss right above or below whatever bar we're entering on. And we're going to look for an extension of that bar. I'm just measuring out how far down this would be, of about a 1-to-1. Our game plan is not to hold these trades for forever. We're going to shoot for a 1-to-1. So we watch this one play out and see if we do get a break to the downside or if we have to come back up and challenge VWAP. Clean. Nice move to the downside. This thing does continue to run, but we picked up our $900 for the day very, very simply, right? Very, very simply. So let's go ahead and just click another random bar. I'll just continue to click random bars so we have no idea where we're at on the chart. We know 2 days are the same. We're not doing any chart markup. We're just using two simple volume tools, VWAP and that visible range volume profile. We know how we're structuring our risk, and we can continue to go from there. So we are in the middle of a trading day here. I'm going to have to play this forward into the beginning of the next day, which is going to be right about here. Okay. All right. Awesome. 9:30. So as we zoom out, not really a clear trend, kind of just choppy back and forth. So we don't have a real clear trend to the upside or downside. We might say that this is a trend to the upside right here, but no massively clear trend. If we look where we're at on the volume profile, right? Here's an area of interest right here. Here's an area of interest that we just retested right down here. Here's another area of interest. We are below VWAP as well. So right here, right now, this is looking kind of weak, right, relative to VWAP. Let's see if we get a really strong candle closure. The first one is a bullish bar, but because we're below VWAP, it's kind of conflicting information, right? We're not above VWAP with a bullish bar. We're down below. So let's kind of see what we get here. If we get a nice bullish close or a bearish close, we can look to take a trade. Nothing too crazy yet. Chopping right at VWAP, kind of these small movements. I don't know that I would consider that really strong bullish close or bearish close. That's really strong to the upside. You know what we're doing, guys. There's our $1,000 on the line right here. We are going to look for this move to continue. Blasted through VWAP, holding to the upside. Big, nice bullish close. We got a nice clean way to structure risk. Does it have to play out? No, absolutely not. It can come back down and take us out. But in this case, it does. 2 wins back to back there. Again, right around that $1,000 worth of risk for both trades. We're dealing with a 100% win rate so far. Is that going to continue? Probably not, but let's get a couple more days in and we can kind of watch this thing play out. You can see how I'm entering, how I'm exiting, how I'm structuring these trades. We'll go ahead and hit random bar again. Reset the chart. And we will play this forward to whatever the next day is. Looking for a 9:30 a.m. open. Nice. Oh, I was a little bit fast with that one. Okay, cool. So let's say we missed the first one, and let's zoom out. Let's get this to reset for us real quick. There we go. I'm just flopping time frames so this volume profile resets. So we are kind of trending to the downside here, but we are really holding and closing above VWAP. We got a nice big bullish bar right on that one. That probably would have been our entry, but let's say, you know what, we missed that one, and we are going to get long above this level. Again, we're going to put on $1,000 worth of risk. We're going to put a $1,000 take profit in there, and let's see if we take a win or a loss. You do this for long enough, you're going to take a loss like that, guys. Look at that. So perfect, right? We got close, right? We did crack up into profit here, but price had to come back down, sweep below this low, and we are out for a loss, right? That's part of trading. We are dead wrong on this one, and, we're just going to take an L, right? So 2 wins, 1 loss. Again, risking right about that $1,000. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can continue the wins. If we have to take another loss, again, like we said, we'll do a couple more days of this. Again, guys, super, super simple, right? The point that I'm making here is you can make money in these markets doing something incredibly simple. Do I think this is all you should do for your trading? Probably not. Maybe you want to just do a little bit more analysis, a little bit more taking a look at kind of what's going on. You want to use a different tool. You want to utilize order flow, anything along those lines. Nothing wrong with that. So as I zoom out, not a whole lot of trend. We are up above VWAP here. We did get a nice strong close to the upside. But we were really at an area of high volume. And if I zoom out, we don't have another real clear area. So we're just going to have to rely on price action for this one. Let's go ahead and take the buy. Stop loss down below this level. We will add in to about $1,000. Take profit right up here. Let's see if we can get this to continue or if we have to come down and take out VWAP. We don't. Very, very nice. Another win, guys. So let's go ahead and just pause it there. If you guys have questions on this, feel free to ask below. My point of this is not to backtest a couple days and say, oh, I'm the smartest guy in the world. We got something crazy. My point here is that you can make trading very, very simple. And I think if you traded something as simple as this day in and day out, not only could you generate some nice results just utilizing, volume and price action as an edge and a consistent way to structure risk, you might be able to build off this. You might say, hey, Zach, almost every one of those trades that won continued in profit. Why don't I shoot for $1,500 when I'm right and $1,000 loss when I'm wrong? Or $2,000 when I'm right or $1,000 loss when I'm wrong? How would that change things up for me, the trajectory of my P&L? You might say, hey, Zach, I want to use a moving average in here. I want to utilize order flow on the side. I'm going to wait for a specific time of the day. I'm going to structure my risk in a different way. I'm going to do some kind of dynamic, scaling in or out. A million different things you can add to something so simple. But I really believe that along with all that, if you just traded this, you would develop extreme intuition and discretion on actually taking trades or not taking trades based on your experience. So this is not a demonstration to say trading's so easy, right? It's not. We know it's very difficult. We know the hard stuff comes down to actually being able to execute and hold these trades to wins or losses. But so many people spend so much painstaking time overcomplicating things. I really encourage you to simplify your trading as much as possible. Focus on what's in front of you. Focus on what's important to you. For me, price action, volume, maybe a little bit of order flow on the side. Utilize basic things like trend and the direction that price is moving right here, right now. Maybe zoom out from a low time frame if you don't have enough time to think. 15-minute chart obviously gives you a lot more time to think. Along with all this, guys, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. I'm just an idiot here yapping on YouTube. Trading's risky. If you trade, you'll probably lose money. Almost all traders lose money. Do your own research. Make your own trading decisions. Also read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is, even in funded prop firm accounts, and my affiliate and partnership disclaimer that says I stand to make money from links and codes in my content like Top 1 Futures and code RDF. Talk to you guys soon. See you trading live and hopefully in the Discord.